Oh, I accidentally turned this off. Yeah. Let's read it again. Oh, 1 Corinthians 24. Yeah. And when given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat, this is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. And after the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as you drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, yeah, you do show the Lord's death till he come. Now, these sacraments of Christianity, where you thought that you could actually participate in the sacraments, yeah, you could eat of the body of Jesus knowing a fraud, yes. You could drink of his blood. Oh. But his body and his blood established the New Testament, yeah. Now, let's say you're immoral, you're unjust. You don't enforce the rights of citizens. And then you just keep doing what you do, and then I do what I do. Oh. Now, I would say that every time that you participated in communion for the last 7.5 years, yes, you have intentionally had the hardness of heart to not recognize what Jesus suffered. Yes. But there's what's known as remembrance of me. Let's say I wanted to make a statement to the United States of America that no oath of office will ever forget. If you have knowledge of the rights of Americans being violated, I'm going to make sure that all of those in government from the time of me suing you, yes, until they are elected, will never forget that you always enforce the rights of American citizens. You never bribe an oath. Oh, you never make a show of the judicial system. Yes. See, I'm going to make absolutely fucking sure right now that you will never violate the laws of the United States. Do this in remembrance of me. You will always issue court orders with the due process necessary to the parties named. Yeah. You will always make sure of the jurisdiction of law to issue a court order. Yes. You will never use forgeries to issue court orders. Yeah. You will never take a child from their parents without the actual jurisdiction of law. This nation will never fucking forget that when you decided to violate my rights, I made sure that for future generations of American citizens, you ever fuck up as an oath of office, you will not get out of prison. Now, it's immoral. It's unjust. Yes, it is. And it violates the laws of the United States to use the court system to issue two dissolutions of marriage. Now, this covenant that is in the body and blood of Jesus, yes, that they've been doing, yes, for the last 2,000. See, Jesus really established Christianity. And I want to make sure that if I was to ever eat of the bread or drink of the grape juice, yes. See, when Heidi and I were first married, that's right. We had a sunroom there at 323 West First Street, and I realized that I could have communion with myself so that I would remember Jesus and what Jesus did on the cross. Yes. And how they beat him, pooch, they scourged him. Oh, sure, they put a crown of thorns on his head right now. Now, I want to make sure that the United States of America never fucking forgets. You never violate the laws of this nation. Now, I'm going to want to use the courts of the United States, and I want every oath of office to realize that you will remember the lawsuits that I'm going to file. And anytime you run for office, if you have any knowledge of the laws being violated, you'll get arrested and you'll go to prison. Pow! Now, I want to use the courts of the United States. You're going to remember these lawsuits.